everybody and welcome to today's video. And in today's video we're in our Land Rover Defender and we're just going to go and have a look at the heifers. So these are the heifers we turned out 2 weeks ago. So we're going to go and have a look how they're doing. We're also going to hopefully go and let them in a fresh field of grass because they are getting a bit short. So yeah, anyway, well, I'm just about to go on the main road now, that's why I've stopped. Because, yeah, anyway, we're going to go and have a look at the heifers. We'll catch up when we get there. Oh, by the way, as well, these are the heifers that are with a bull. So there's 25 of them and the bull, which makes it 26. So yeah, some of these these were the ones that went in the cattle trailer to be turned out. The others that were walked down, they've only been out like 10 days or something now. But anyway, we'll go and look at them. So I apologise in advance for the wind because it is really windy. But they're the heifers right down there, and that's the gate we're going to go and let them through. But I need to come through here with the Land Rover and pick those windows up. That can stay open. Bit of a drop off the concrete here, so it's so slow. Oh! So I'll talk while we're inside because obviously it's very windy outside, but you'll see they've greased it down pretty well. I mean, there's still grass out here, not going to lie to you, but the fact that it's going to rain a bit more, I'm going to move them into the field below, which is down there, and hopefully this field will grow back a little bit more with any luck. I'd rather they didn't graze it down too much. So there is actually more grass than I actually thought out here, but they do need to graze that bottom field off, so they're all just going to follow me now. On there, a bit of a limp. Maybe she's been bullied. But that side of the field burnt off quite badly. But we're gonna, well, it'll regrow a bit. It'll green up with this rain that we're getting. So I'm taking this advantage to move them. Just going to run around. You probably know that I'm going to let them in a fresh field. Right, so we're here at the gate. Just couple that. So fasten this back onto this gate. And hopefully they'll come through. There's a bull. He looks like a happy man. But I just need to put the wire. So this wire is live. There we go, it's not live anymore. Down over here. Hopefully they'll come through here and not destroy that wire. Hopefully they'll come. At the minute they're just interested in sniffing a Land Rover. So fun fact for you, this field we actually mowed this last year. We're not doing that this year because, well, one reason is there were short of grass. The heifers need some grass. And this year, everyone knows, he's on, big lad, he has left his girls behind. But hey, they're going now. Up that side. Quick, get that fence alive before they find that out it's not. Oh, they're running away from it, so we're alright. Hope that gate's still shut down there. Should be. Wind's made a mess in the air. There's a gate off this field onto the bottom road, so it was shut earlier today. Because we've come past that way, but you never know, someone might have opened it. I'll stay as that for now. Let's get this fence couple back up. On this side of it, I think. They're all running around now. I just need to get my lip buckets now out the back of the Land Rover and chuck them to them. So last year, the wind is making a serious mess of my hair. So last year, I had 10 more heifers to these, so there's 25. Last year there were 30, there were 36 actually, so there were 11 more for these. There were 36, 37 with the bull, including the bull. And yet they need more grass because this year's been so poor for grass growth this spring. That's one reason why we've let them out of this field. Second reason is, lump of muck there. The muck's never got in with muck spreaders, so rather than make more bales, let them graze it. Ideally, we want to be mowing. You can see that field there in the distance, there's 2 fields there. We might be mowing them hopefully this next week, along with this field here and these 2 up here. So there's 5 fields that we should be mowing hopefully this next week. If the weather forecast is right, because it's forecasting next 4 or 5 days they're giving showers and then it's coming fine after that again, so they say. But as soon as we've got the grass off them, I'll let the heifers in there, eat them round them wall sides, whether or less they're vetting this down or not, because I want to maximise the amount of grass that they can graze. Because this year has been terrible for grass growth, and ideally these 5 fields that I'm going to mow here, I want to set and cut off them really, at least, maybe even a third. Just because we're eating us way through bales like we've gone out of fashion at the minute. Because even though these aren't eating any bales, the heifers at home aren't eating any bales, the milk cows are eating a massive amount of bales. Just because they've got nothing to eat. But today's the 24th of May, so yeah, things should start getting going a bit, grass growth wise, but anyhow, anyway, let's get these lip buckets out. So I'll just lob these over the wall and they'll sort the rest out. Hey, landed right way up. Anyone would think that was stunted. Just one more. So if anyone doesn't know what these lip buckets are, they're Crystal Licks garlic licks. So they are garlic, and basically, you know, heard of garlic bread and that stuff, but garlic is a fly repellent. Hey, that one landed right way up and all. Look at him. Hey. I mean, there should be spaced out a bit more, but it's not the end of the world. I'll be coming to look at them in the next day or 2, or tomorrow. They'll probably push them about as well. Shut that. And then what we'll do is, we'll go back, and then we'll go back round with the bottom road and just make sure that that bottom gate is properly latched. Because it's nearly 7 o'clock on Saturday an evening, and I don't want a phone call saying my heifers are on the road first thing on a Sunday morning or on a Saturday evening. But anyway, that's that job sorted. But yeah, we'll be mowing less ground this time because obviously they're eating some ground that we mowed last year. But last year was an extraordinarily good grass growing year. This year, total opposite. Just because last year was so wet. But hey ho, that'll be a few less bales. But hey ho, one of them. Anyway, we'll best head back and check the bottom gate. There's a bit of grass out here, don't get me wrong. You can see there's still some clumps of muck there. And that's just purely because we've not had the rain to wash it in. I mean, there probably would have been another week's worth, but it'd be better letting rain on it and it'll green up and grow back a bit, so in like 2 or 3 weeks time they'll be able to come back on here. Got to try and get back up the concrete now without breaking anything. Oh! Stole it. We made it. Right there at the top of the field. So we'll just go in and have a look. So this field did have weed killer on it. It has been sprayed, that's why the weeds are all dying. You can still see the muck in the bottom. This is not what you expect for the last week in May. I mean, the best part of this field is the top bit where they are, and all the way down that side. That's where the most grass is. But you can see there the grass is burnt on them banks, and here it's very, very thin. You know, it doesn't even cover the boots. So all in all, this field wouldn't even be worth mowing. So this field was mowed on the 1st of June last year, when we did mow it. There were a lot more on it than there is now. I mean, this is terrible. I mean, this field is in a scheme where it hasn't had any fertiliser. But still, you'd expect, you know, you put muck on it to grow better than this. It's terrible. They're quite happy at the top of the field. Where are we? Over there. You can see them in the distance. That's probably the best bit of the field. That and that hollow there, that's definitely the best bit. But, you know, if we mowed this now, you probably wouldn't even get 30 bales off it. Last year we got 60 off this field. We mowed it before the heifers went on it. You know, you won't use half the crop this year. I mean, that field there, where are we? There, that we're going to hopefully mow that next week, if we're lucky. But, you know, that's had fertiliser and the whole lot, that. But, you know, I think last year, that field and the field above it, the averaged, I know we got 200 bales off 16 acres across those two fields. This year, I'm hoping for about 120. You know, I'm pushing the boat out a bit there. I'm hoping that we get a good 120 bales off it, because that would be about 8 bales to the acre, which is good going really in a year, in the spring that we've had. But it's starting to rain now, but it won't come to out. I think this has gone past its ever saving really. Like this muck, it shouldn't be here. We couldn't mow it because the muck's still here, just because we haven't had any rain. But anyway, that's enough of me moaning about the weather, because you've probably had enough of that already. This is supposed to be a video of moving the heifers. The heifers are in great condition, they're doing really well, they're not getting any corn these, whereas the group at home do get corn. Well, you're wondering what this is, dog lead. I just fasten that round the gate, fastens it to the gate post, just in the off chance that one of them manages to lick the latch and open it. The dog lead is wrapped round it and is like double secured it. You kind of have too much protocol, because when it comes to making sure a gate is shut, because that's not a main road. I mean, you'll see me come through the village there. That's over Haddon. If you don't know what village that is, that's over Haddon. So I've come a long way around, just because I have. Well, it's probably no quicker than coming the other way, but it's just so I'm facing the right way to go home. But it's not a main road, but still, I wouldn't want my cows getting on that road, because that road leads all the way to Bakewell, if you know what that is. And that road, they could split up, go all over, kind of someone else's field. It's not, it's a disaster when that happens. Time's gone and everything. But they've got electric fence. You'll have seen the video hopefully for that, where I put electric fence up that wall side and up that one. As far as I'm aware, they're still up. There's not been any cause for concern why they shouldn't be up. I've not checked them. But it's been about 3 weeks since I put them up. So anyway, enough of me waffling on. I'm going home. Let's just put this dog lead around this post. Oh, if I can open the gate. I have to push down, I think. Oh, yeah, still difficult to open, but still I like to just make sure when a gate's shut. Anyway, I'm going to leave the video here. If you've liked it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe below, and I'll see you in my next one, when hopefully I'm not moaning about the weather, because you've probably had enough of that, Mark.